Very kind, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, slight awkwardness tonight. Griff, for some reason, hasn't actually turned up. I don't quite know... Oh, he's here. He's here.
Melon. I'm sorry I'm late. I was tied up. I couldn't get away, and I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry.
What are you wearing?
Oh, this! Oh, yes. No, well, you know how it is. Some days you just got up in the morning and, you know, throw the first thing on that comes to hand, and you know, it just happens to be what I was wearing last night. And I look a bit of a mess, don't I?
You could put it like that.
Yeah, I've got something tied up wrong here.
Well, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, Griff's come fresh from a fancy dress party last night.
I beg your pardon?
I was just saying, you've obviously been to a fancy dress party, which is why you are dressed like that, Griff.
Oh, no, I see what you mean. No, there's a perfectly good reason why I'm dressed like this.
Well, what is it?
I'm into bondage.
You're into bondage?
Yeah, it's a sexual fetish.
I know what it is.
Well, you know, sometimes you get a bit bored, you know, one way or another, and you've been on top, she's been on top, the bed's been on top, the dog's been on top, you know, and you just fancy... a little change. So now we sort of tie each other up and beat the hell out of each other.
Very nice.
We like it.
Good.
Well, yeah, come on, everybody's got their little peccadillos, haven't they? I mean, you dress up in women's clothes, and that's just one way...
My mother is here tonight.
Well, then, come on, it's only a little bit of fun. It's only a little bit of deviance.
Can we just get on?
On what?
Get on with the show.
Oh, the show, that old thing, yeah, sure.
We obviously can't do it dressed like this, can we?
No.
I better get changed. Could you get my cami knickers and twin set ready?
Ready? Aim. Pull.
When you're ready, Mr. Jones.
And now, gentlemen of the press, I'd like to introduce the man who is in charge of the hunt for this attacker, Police Commissioner John Rushton.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Gentlemen of the press, I would like to brief you as to the latest developments, which are considerable, in the hunt for the killer at large in the Suffolk region. In the Sussex region. 400 top police officers working day and night for the last 2 weeks have finally come up with a nickname for the killer. We shall be calling him the Hedgehog.
Simon Bell, a Daily Mail. Why the Hedgehog?
Because other wild animals like fox, snake, mongoose and rabbit have been used before.
Tony Robbins, Daily Mirror.
Yes.
Is it true that most policemen are of abnormally low intelligence?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Now, all the Hedgehog's attacks have followed the same pattern. The victim has always been a girl, and the attacks have all taken place at night. Or during the day.
Robbins, Mirror. What's the capital of France?
What is that? What is that? Yes, we'll have one of our experts look into that one. Now, even as we speak, all my top officers are searching every square inch of Hampshire.
Why not Sussex, where the attack took place?
Because we are far too busy in Hampshire. Now, in addition to extra manpower, we have introduced new, high-speed, 3-litre squad cars that make the American type of noise. You know, the... as opposed to the old na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, the capital of France is Paris. Now, one of the most important clues so far received was yesterday at operational headquarters. A cassette tape with this letter. Dear Mr. Clever Copper. I think he's referring to me there. You still have not caught me yet. This tape might help you trace me. Yours, Deathhawk. Obviously, we got this after we decided on the Hedgehog. Well, it would mean reprogramming the computer.
Charles Davies, The Guardian.
Yes?
Is it true that policemen beat up blacks and homosexuals indiscriminately?
Depends how many men are available.
Yeah, play the tape.
Yes. I'll play this cassette now. Now, this is the cassette sent to us by the Hedgehog. Hedgehog. Here we go.
Wake me up. Wake me up before you go. I don't want to miss it when you...
That's Wham!
Yes, I know, and we have pulled in the two gentlemen for questioning, just in case. People should not be allowed to get away with that sort of thing.
Sam Brock,
Yeah.
Times. Is it true that some of your officers have had a close encounter with the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Is it in fact true that a senior police officer has spoken to him face to face?
Yes.
Then why hasn't he been caught?
Why is it?
Look, we couldn't nab him.
Why not?
Because he's a mason.
What's that then?
It's like how time passes so quickly, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute you're a young man with your whole future in front of you.
Yeah.
Next minute,
Oh, so 60 seconds has gone by.
I mean, do you know it is over 20 years since Sergeant Pepper came out?
Is it really?
20 years.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Makes you think, doesn't
It
it?
does. Makes me think I ought to buy it sometime.
You never heard Sergeant
Good album,
Sergeant Oh, it's only the best record ever made,
Is
mate.
it? Is it?
It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper told the band how to play. It's going in and out of dates. Yeah.
Sounds more.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. Do you know something? Sergeant Pepper was the first record I ever bought.
Was it
Yeah.
really? Yeah. What, you nicked him before that?
That's right, yeah. Well, I was a bit of a tearaway in those days, but what days they were.
Oh, they was.
The
They
60s.
was the days,
The
yeah.
60s, I tell you, can I tell you something? The young people nowadays, they've got no idea.
No, of course They don't even know they're born, do they?
Well, they weren't born. They weren't born.
No, they didn't even know they wasn't born.
But OK, look, nowadays there might be some good rock groups around.
Yeah,
obviously, people nowadays like listening to today's bands.
Yeah.
But can you honestly tell me, in the last 10 years, has there been anything to compare with something really great like Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep?
No, there wasn't much to compare with it then. No, wasn't there, really? No.
Oh, those were the days. Do you remember that? Swing in London?
Yeah, where was that?
London.
Swing in London,
yeah.
England swing like a pendulum do. Yeah.
Centre of the universe it was,
yeah.
Centre of the universe. For youth culture,
That's right.
rock music and
Rocky
fashion,
music and pop
from the
music.
King's Road in Chelsea to Carnaby Street in... just off Oxford Street.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
London was the place to be.
Right. Where were you living then?
Devon. No, but it's fantastic. It was. Do you remember those days?
Yeah.
The 60s was one big loving.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was for me.
Was
One
it?
big loving behind the bus shelter in 1967. I didn't get another one till 1979.
Because, you know, I was very into the hippie culture.
Were you?
Oh, I was very influenced by all the West Coasts, you know.
Well, you will be down in Devon, I should think. Yeah.
No, West Coast America.
How do you mean?
Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, you know. Oh, yeah. I was one of the beautiful people. Yes, I was, yeah. It was a bit before I met you, of course.
Yeah, I think it must have been. It's been as ugly as sin since I remember.
Look, tell me, remind me, who was the big rock star who choked to death on his own vomit?
Jim Morrison.
No, the other one.
Keith Moon.
No.
Janis Joplin.
No.
No, Mama Cass.
No.
Frank Ifield.
No. Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi
Oh,
Hendrix.
Yeah, that's right. What about him?
Well, he choked to death, didn't he, on his own vomit?
Really? Who'd have thought it?
Yeah, mind you, great stuff, wasn't it? Jimi Hendrix, the music.
Oh, that was my favourite. How did that one, that big hit, he come out? How did that go? It was,
No. You're thinking of,
No, that's stupid. That's Jimmy Page.
Oh.
You're thinking of... Yeah, that's
unforgettable stuff.
Yeah.
Marvellous tunes, marvellous.
Who wrote that?
Lionel Bart, I believe.
Did he really?
Yeah, it takes you back listening to that music,
Yeah,
and it
it
takes you
does.
back. Do you remember all those fights, the bank holiday fights down in
no.
Brighton,
No.
on the beach with the mods and the rockers? Do you remember
Of
that?
course I remember. I was there, mate.
You wasn't.
Oh, well, yeah, I was right in the thick of it there, mate.
You,
yeah, I was,
did you?
yeah.
You know, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What were you, a mod or a rocker?
No, I was a deck chair attendant. I was a terrible one. I had to race up and down the beach, chasing them rods and them mockers up and down. I go up and down, and they'd never give you the money
It's
or
just,
nothing. And
what
they-
funny. Oh, yeah, it must have been terrible. But it was a terrifying time,
It
that.
was, yeah.
Because you noticed everybody, it was very, what they used to say, it was very tribal.
Was it?
Everybody
Yeah.
was part of a tribe, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like coming, because I mean, in those days, of course, I was a mod.
Was you?
Yeah.
Because you're a skinhead now, aren't you?
Yeah, all right. What about you? What were you?
Well, me? Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, what did you look like?
Well, I had long hair, obviously.
What, you had sideboards, did you?
No, we had a cupboard to keep it.
What sort of clothes did you get?
Like a big purple shirt, right,
Yeah.
with twirly whirlies on it like that.
What,
and-
paisley sort of
That's
thing,
right,
innit?
yeah, with a big 9-inch collar.
Oh,
and
you
then
had a big collar,
I had a 42-inch kipper tie like that. It was a huge thing.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
I know.
And
yeah.
then I had...
Did you have flared trousers?
Well, to a certain extent, yeah. I had them sort of purple velveteen crushed loom pants.
Oh, what, you mean like the ones you were wearing the other night?
That was the ones I was wearing. I had them, and then I had a big Afghan coat, like made with the hairy bits.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I had the beads, and then I had a little tattoo saying I love Simon D.
Oh,
Just there, yeah.
I get the picture. Yeah.
So what do you think I was then?
A bit of a prat, I suppose.
I'm gonna take you higher and set your soul on fire. Gonna burn you up, baby, till you drop. Gonna fill you with desire. Cause I'm a loving machine. And when I turn it on, I'm gonna make you shout. A loving machine, I'll do it all night. gonna take you up to paradise. I'm gonna do it to you all night.
All night?
Well, once, possibly twice. Gonna take it slow, I'm gonna make it last. I don't want a night to go too fast. From that midnight hour, I'm gonna make it last.
Till when?
Till about 10 past. Gonna make you squeal, gonna make you scream. If I can just get up a reasonable head of steam, then a bite to eat to stop me falling asleep. Cause I'm a loving machine, if you know what I mean.
Don't worry, I know what you mean. Do you think you want to exert yourself like that? You're looking awful sweaty.
I'm gonna take you higher,
Higher,
and set your soul on fire.
liar.
But we'll cross that bridge when we ready the fridge. Cause I'm a sandwich machine, I mean a loving machine. If I don't have to get up early,
Loving machine.
when I've had a glass of milk,
He's a loving machine.
if I haven't got a migraine,
A loving machine.
as long as you don't laugh when I'm naked. You want to step in, Elsie? Is this your car?
Who are you?
I'm Hobbs.
Where's Mike?
Couldn't make it.
Why not?
Got the clap. I'm his replacement, Phil Hobbs. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah. Ben Stevens. Now listen carefully, I haven't got a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fairly standard device, 4 pounds of HME. It's plastic, but it's based on PDNT rather than RDX, okay?
Yeah.
It's on a split-circuit timer.
Yeah.
There's 4 trips, a mercury tilt switch, and we've got 3 circuit timing in parallel underneath the old detonator.
So it's a bomb, is it?
Have you done this before?
No, not as such. No,
Oh, right.
no. I'm on attachment, you see.
Oh, great.
Yeah. 'Cause usually I play the oboe in the regimental band. But I fancy the change, you know. I know all about explosives, though.
Oh, right, well, that's just as well.
Yeah, but I used to work in demolition before I joined up, you know. I could tell you some stories, Ben, I could, yeah, you know. I remember once we blew up a block of flats and it landed on a chimney. That was a funny thing, you know.
Yeah. Look, settle down, will you?
Sure, yeah.
OK, because we're on borrowed time here, mate. As soon as I get into this detonator and switch this circuit over, there is no going back. Do you understand what I mean?
I do, yeah.
Better if you don't bang the pipe, I think.
Oh, yeah, right. What do you mean the jelly knot's a little bit sort of unstable, is it?
Just a little bit unstable,
I see,
yeah. Take the clippers.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
Look at that!
What?
Butter, 28p a pound. It's a crime to blow this place up, isn't it, really? You'd have thought
Concentrate. I need your help, all right?
Yeah.
Now, that's the casing out. Now, I'm going to get into this circuit in 2 places, right?
Yeah.
There and there. And once I've broken it, I want you to cut that wire, that red wire there. Do you understand?
Red wire, yeah, you can rely on me, Ben. That's all right, yeah. It's an honour to be working with the legendary Ben Stevens, I tell you.
That's one.
Yeah, they talk about you down at the mess, you know.
Got it.
Shaking Stevens, they call you.
Do they?
Well, not all of them, obviously. Most of them call you Bodger Ben.
Just cut the wire.
Oh, yeah, sorry, hold the wire, yeah. Well, hang on, just a minute. I'll just get this sorted out, yeah. The wire. Which wire's that, then?
The red one.
Oh, the red one, right, yes. Which is the red one, then? Because I'm a bit colourblind, you see. I've never been
believe
to
this.
these
I don't.
colours and all that.
Look, you take this.
Oh, yeah, right.
Just
right.
hold these circuits open. Go on.
All right, yeah, all right.
You got that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've got that.
gain muscle or we will be blown all over the shop.
All over the shop,
Denny.
mate. That's funny.
Denny.
Yeah, oh,
Denny.
sorry, I've got a sense of humour, but,
Yeah,
you know, I'll just...
Where are the clippers?
Oh, they're in my top pocket, down there.
Hold still.
Oh, dear. Oh, you got them, have you? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We're a team, you and me, aren't we, eh, Ben? Yeah, we are, I tell you, yeah. Phil and Ben. The Gillignite men.
Now, this is the tricky bit.
Yeah, right, yeah.
OK?
Yeah.
Absolutely still. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's fine, right, yeah. Right, God, it's terrible, isn't it, dicing with death every day. I don't know how you manage it. You being a family man and all, yeah.
Neither do I.
No, just one false move there, and you know, your poor old girl's on a widow's pension, isn't she, really? And that lovely daughter of yours, yeah. What's she called?
Kathy.
Kathy, that's right. How old is she?
14.
14, yeah. Goes like a train, they say.
Who said that? Who said that?
Down a miss, you know. All the boys down there, they say she takes after you, you know. Lust for danger. Like soon it in the back of minicabs about that. I don't think you cut that bit, Ben. Ben, I don't think you cut that wire isn't cut, Ben. Ben, don't leave, Sergeant Stevens, please. Don't leave me there. But oh. No, I wouldn't worry anyway. I think that clock's wrong anyway.
Obviously, I can't afford a lot of the luxuries that people take for granted. Nice house, car, nice clothes, food. But then, I didn't become a teacher for the money anyway.
Top breeders like me know how important it is for dogs to have a varied diet. That is why I recommend Chuck. Beautifully solid, just right for making those long, squashy ones that get right into the grooves of your neighbour's chuckaboots and trodden all over the carpet. And you remember those little crumbly white ones? There's liver of dolphin for you. One dollop of that, stuck on a pram wheel, will stay for days and days. And finally, new improved fish with brains. Ideal for producing those really spectacular skids in the middle of the paper. Remember, stick with Chuck, and it will certainly stick with you.
Chuck, for world-beating whoopsies.
Man that is born of a woman hath but a short time to live. He cometh up, and is cut down like a flower. He fleeth, as it were a shadow, and never continueth in one step. Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God, His great mercy, to take unto himself the soul of this child here departed, we therefore commit his body to the ground. Earth to earth.
Khakis.
Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. In sure and certain resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, shall change the body of our low estate, that it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty work, whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Now unto the King, eternal, immortal, invisible, only wise God, the honor, glory, forever and ever. Is there something wrong with your teeth? What's the problem then?
These aren't my teeth. Which one's this in? Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, Jaws 11.
Jaws 2.
Oh, yeah, Jaws 2.
The sequel.
Yeah.
The sequel. Boom, boom. Special effects by Len. Yes,
Oh, this is just like the beginning of the movie,
That's
isn't it?
right, Jake.
Yeah.
You don't suspect nothing. Boom, 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 boom. Now, you see that? That's how professionals do it. Using models, you see, like boom, boom, boom.
It's all going like towards you now, is it? Oh,
Check
look,
it in.
there it is.
And you can't tell the difference.
That is clever.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, you can see him a bit there.
Yeah, but not much, not much. Now, watch this. Bum, 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 bum. That's her legs. That is her legs.
I get it.
You see the idea?
Yeah, I do.
See what I mean? You can't tell. Bum, Got her. Now watch this bit. See that, Rice? You can't tell, you see.
No, you can't. Like, you've moved from one
to the other.
Exactly. What's that?
Well, it's blood, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
Blood. Well, I mean, it's ketchup, but it's blood. See the idea? And you can't tell. Bum, bum. It's a just over there. Bum, 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 bum.
And what is this then?
Yeah, the subplot. This is.
Very funny. I had nothing on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see. And it's there. And then that's
See that?
Bloody waste of tomato sauce.
Shut up.
Starving in India.
Well, you would talk. This mascara was supposed to be
Yeah, that was bloody
Yeah,
clever.
but
That
you
was.
can't eat mascara.
Well, what are you talking about? We're still using that ketchup anyway.
Shut up, Len, and get your hand off my bum.
So, there we are, gentlemen and lady. The new Ayushi XL20 stereo system. This is the model that we want to see up on the shelves where it belongs this Christmas. All right. Now, that's all that Derek and I have to say.
Thank God for that, I hear you say.
Okay. Any questions? No. Right, sales areas.
There is one, Alan.
What is it, Jerry? Jerry?
Well, what do all the buttons do?
What do all the buttons do?
Yeah, what do all the buttons on the machine do?
Well, obviously they're for working the system. Now, sales areas.
Yeah, but specifically, Alan, I mean, what does the graphic equaliser actually do?
Right, OK. Right, well, the graphic equaliser is, It's here. It's here. Now, and the main function of the graphic equaliser is simply, Eric?
What?
What does it do?
Oh, well, the graphic well, I mean, obviously it equalises your graphics.
Absolutely, absolutely. You see, in the event of your graphics falling behind at any time, this it will enable them to catch up and become equal.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's not going to put them in the lead.
Right. Now, sales areas.
What about the function buttons, Alan? LW, MW and all that?
Well, it's quite very simple, isn't it? LW, obviously, long wave. MW, medium wave. FM, AM... well, AM's obviously for listening to the radio in the morning. FM, Derek.
Yeah, Alan. Well, FM, that obviously, that should be PM. That's for listening in the afternoon. I think a little bit's got scratched off there, you know, just off the
It was coming out of the warehouse, must have...
that tape, right, that is tape, OK, and phono, that's phono, and CD aux. CD aux. Yeah, well, that is obviously, that's auxiliary CD, isn't it? That's a sort of backup CD in case your main CD breaks down.
Right, now, sales.
Alan, what about Dolby B and Dolby C?
What about bloody Dolby B and Dolby... no, well, that's a very, very good question,
Dave.
Dave,
yeah.
Very good. Well, obviously, Dolby B and Dolby C have replaced the rather outmoded Dolby A.
Which was,
too old.
Oh, yeah, too old.
Yeah, and of course, obviously, you see your Dolby B here, your Dolby B, that's B for button. And C is, well, for cutting.
No, that's all right, because that's Dolby B, right? Dolby C.
Yeah.
That, obviously, that's because they come off to Dolby A, you see? Isn't that right? A, B, C?
A, B,
that's
C,
right,
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But what is Dolby?
Well, obviously, I mean, to go into a complex sort of technical, detailed sort of outline of what it is at the moment would take too long. Basically, it's a very sophisticated system which allows you to listen to your cassette with the little green light on or off according to taste. Now, sales areas.
Excuse me, what's the point of the dubbing button, Derek?
That's the point of it, that little thing that sticks out there.
What does the Mick Vol button do then?
The Mick Vol button doesn't do bugger all. Mick Vol was the bloke who invented the machine. Good old Mick. Right, where have you had him? Now, sales areas.
Sorry, Derek, I'm sorry, I still don't understand why we need so many buttons.
You don't need so many buttons. I don't need so many buttons. The machine doesn't need so many buttons. The customer doesn't need so many bloody buttons. But if we don't have buttons on stereos, we don't sell them, do we?
Right. Sales areas.
When Mrs. Jones' television exploded, wrecking her house and setting her husband Jack on fire, we didn't panic. We sent a camera crew straight round. And when Mr. Stevens' house and entire family slid into a quarry while he was away on business, our team was there to greet him when he arrived back. So isn't it nice to know that if the worst does happen, you'll at least get on the telly. National Alliance Insurance. We will make an advert out of a crisis.
The fossilised bones of a body thought by experts to date back to the early Iron Age have been unearthed on a building site in the Brixton area of London. Police have arrested a black youth.
We are gathered here today to join together this male praying mantis and this female praying mantis in holy matrimony. Jeremy, do you take Amanda to be your lawful wedded wife, to love, honour and obey?
I do.
Amanda, do you take Jeremy to your lawful wedded husband, to love, honour, obey, and kill him after you both have mated?
I do.
Then with the power invested in me, and in the sight...
Just a minute, I'm terribly sorry. What was that last bit again?
What?
That bit about kill him after you both have mated.
Well, after consummation, the female praying mantis always kills the male. Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, well, don't worry, it's perfectly natural.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So with the power invested in me, and in the sight...
I'm terribly sorry. Can I just... What you're actually trying to say is that we, I mean, the two of us, we go away on honeymoon.
Yes.
And only one of us comes back.
Well, you could put it that way, yes. Now, shall we get on?
Yes, of course.
With the power invested in me,
When you say that the female kills the male after they've consummated the marriage, is that after the first time that they or could it be after a couple of times, a few times, sort of?
It is immediately after the first time.
I see. So I only get the first.
Yes, that is the bottom line as far as male praying mantises go, I'm afraid. Is anything wrong?
No. I'm just wondering whether it's worth it, that's all. I mean, I booked the hotel for a fortnight, and I just thought...
Would you like to be married or not?
Yes, I'd like to be married. It's just the murdering bit I'm not very keen on, that's all. I mean, it rather puts a damper on the whole day, doesn't it? And, how does she do it, actually, as a matter of fact?
Didn't your father tell you anything?
Well, I never met my father. He was murdered while he was on honeymoon.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I forgot.
So how's it done? Is it poison in the cocoa, or what is it?
She clamps your throat between her incisors and bites your head off during the frenzy of the climax.
Oh, come on, I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Still away then?
Aye.
When's she gone back?
Tuesday.
How you coping with the baby? All them nappies all right?
Aye.
Baby asleep, is it?
Try it then.
Yeah, go on.
All right. How's that?
Nah, it's as dead as a doornail.
I ain't half hungry.
Yeah?
Yeah, my missus put me on a diet.
Did she?
Yeah. She put me on that. She got this book, see, called the Beverly Hills' H-bomb diet. And like every day, I have to eat a specific amount of things I have to eat.
What sort of tiny amounts?
Oh yeah, tiny. Well, this is my fifth day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What have you got to eat today then?
Oh, I don't know.
Huh?
I ate the book. I was so hungry. She'll be furious, my mistress.
Look. You don't want to worry about it.
What is it?
I'll tell you for one. Because dieting makes you fat.
What? How does it do that?
Scientifically proven, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you must have been on a lot of diets. What, get the size you are? You must have.
No. I'm not fat, you see.
Oh.
No. I'm big boned. Oh. You're fat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but don't you think, like, if you didn't drink 14 pints and eat 2 curries every night, your bones might be smaller.
It's irrelevant, actually. It's irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah. I had a friend.
Yeah.
I had a friend. He went on one of them high fibre.
Oh yeah.
High fibre diet.
What's that then?
Well, it's basically bran.
Oh, bran. Yeah.
It's bran basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat what you like, but you've got to have some bran on it.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you have a bowl of cornflakes, a little bit of bran on top, egg, bacon, sausage, tomato, black pea and fried bread, a little bit of bran on top.
Cup of tea?
Yeah, a little bit of bran in there.
Yeah. McDonald's then?
Bran.
McDonald's. Yeah. What, pint of beer?
Bran.
Yeah. What? Doesn't it make the beer taste a bit funny, though?
Well, you don't really notice after the 18th pint, do you?
Your friend don't notice, you mean?
Eh?
Your friend, what's on a diet?
Oh, yeah, my friend, yeah.
Yeah, what all eating all this bran, then? Well, doesn't it make you want to go to the,
Go to what?
Well, it makes you want to go to the, doesn't it? Doesn't it make you want to go?
Go to the bran shop to get some more bran. Yeah, so you run out. Yeah.
No, go to the bog house. Go to the Kazi.
Oh, the toilet? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blimey, you're never off it. Well, that's really how the diet works, actually. I mean, you spend so much time on the lavvy, you haven't got time to go out and buy any proper food. I mean, it's straight down the supermarket, up to the checkout with an empty cardboard box and a trolley.
I expect it is. What? How long do you this bran diet? How long do you do that for then?
My friend. How long
Your friend?
did my friend?
Yeah. Oh yeah, your friend. Yeah.
For about 4 days.
Well, it's bad to go on longer, is it then?
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. I mean, you run out of bog paper, don't you? Oh, it gets desperate. I mean, you try kitchen roll, newspapers, you try unravelling that cardboard bit in the middle of the bog roll. No, it's no good. It's no good. No.
So your friend then? What did he didn't lose no weight?
He lost 4 stone.
Yeah.
Right, 4 stone. He ate 1 chocolate biscuit and put it all back on again.
That's sad, isn't it? That's sad.
Well, I don't know. I think it's nature, really, isn't it? I mean, it's your metabolisms, I think.
What's that then?
Well, I mean, if you've got a problem with your metabolism, I mean, basically, you're buggered, really.
Yeah. Why don't you stop eating them then? Why don't you say to your missus, I don't want to eat any more of these metabolisms? And you just put them on the side of your plate. See,
No,
you
you don't
No,
understand. No, you don't eat metabolism.
Oh, right.
No, they grow inside you.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got them for life, really.
What, like piles?
Sort of, yeah.
What, don't you think, though, look, like, if you can't diet, you should do that exercise thing? You do exercise.
Oh, no. No, exercise makes you fat.
Well, it does.
It does.
What about that Jane Fonda woman?
Enormous.
Jane Fonda?
Obese.
Well, I've seen her on the telly. What, she's dressed with all those girls in them leotards, and they're wiggling about, doing that erotic dancing.
No. Basically, it's on television. It's all trick photography, see?
Oh,
it's all done with mirrors.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, take Twiggy.
Yeah.
Twiggy.
Twiggy?
Yeah. Should be called Trunky. I mean, she is one pile of flab.
What,
disgusting.
So there's no dieting and no exercise. Don't do you no good.
That's right. I mean, I would have to run a mile to get rid of what calories I get out of every pint of beer that I bought.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Well, you usually run a mile before you buy a pint of beer anyway, don't you?
At 6 o'clock last night, a fit and relaxed-looking Richard Branson walked into his house, shut the door behind him, and so began his most ambitious record-breaking escapade to date, because Richard Branson is attempting to go 24 hours without publicity. No cameras, no interviews, nothing. Now, in order to do this, he'll have to beat his previous best by 23 hours, 57 minutes and 12 seconds. I have with me Andy Pothead, who handles Virgin's advertising on the BBC. Andy, how's it going?
Well, it's going totally fantastically, brilliantly, superb, wonderful.
So it's going quite well?
Quite well, yeah.
Andy, it's a very risky thing Richard's attempting here.
Oh, God, yeah.
How is he managing to survive?
Oh, God knows. We don't know, because, I mean, he's having to do it without even the help of a condom. I mean, we are really talking about... I mean, people think that Richard is a sort of, business, media, advertising sort of freak, but really he's just a very, very ordinary hippie who happens to have millions of pounds.
I have to interrupt you there, Andy, because you're very boring.
Yeah.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. 20 seconds, and he'll have gone 24 hours without publicity. This is most exciting. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 5, 4... Richard!
Module 7, the Humanities course. Spreken Sie Afrikaans.
Welcome to another in the series, Spreken Sie Afrikaans. This week, Pieter and his wife, Genghis, visit a cafe in Cape Town. Pieter attracts the waiter's attention.
Oi, you!
Note that the verb precedes the noun, and also that Pieter has a face like a cow's buttock.
Yes, boss.
The noun boss is not compulsory, but the waiter uses it to avoid having his legs broken.
Give me a ginger ale, or I'll attach wires to your testicles.
In Afrikaans, the phrase attach wires to your testicles is, of course, masculine. And, in fact, is not meant as a threat. It's meant as a promise. The waiter now suspects that Pieter is probably not going to leave him a tip, so he responds accordingly.
And for your gorilla.
And for your gorilla is a colloquial way of asking to be thrown from a very high building.
Schwindelt! She's not the gorilla. What would you like, men?
Ach, the usual, please.
Right, that's a ginger ale for me and a banana for my wife. Make it snappy, or I'll burn down your village.
The phrase burn down your village was unnecessary here because the waiter's village was burned down yesterday. The bananas are off, so Genghis settles for a ginger ale.
2 ginger ale, boss.
Now, did you spot the waiter's grammatical error? It is not 2 ginger ales. Can you guess what it is? Find out
in the next episode of Afrikaans.
Hi, John.
What, yeah?
Find anything interesting?
Nah, I've been here hours. It's all rubbish.
Oh. Who's that, then?
Lucky George, that is. You never heard of him?
No. Why's he called Lucky?
Hello, what's this then?
Now, here is the news for the elderly. Hello? Hello, dear. Yes, hello. Today, the Prime Minister, you know, nice girl, nice young girl who runs the country. Yes, Margaret, that's right, yes. You voted for her, you remember? Yes, the day you went out in the nice car, yes. Well, she's doing all right, basically, yes. Oh, but the world today, oh, I know, terrible, isn't it? And now the weather. The weather, yes.
Hello. Yes. What? Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be very nippy. Yes. Yeah. Wanna wrap up warm. Yeah. Plenty of woolies. Yeah. You can't be too. I say you can't be too careful. Yeah. Well, it's getting colder these days, don't you think? Oh, much colder. Yes. Well, bye-bye. Yeah. Look, I'll pop round in the morning. All right.
And you join us here at the Royal Festival Hall for the second half of tonight's concert, in which we'll be hearing the first performance of Peter Leander Bruce's new work, Concerto for String Quartet and Next Door Neighbour. Just arriving on the platform now is tonight's soloist, Simon Bennett Jones.
No. Not again. Shut up. Shut up! Who? What? Can't hear you! You bloody bastard, shut your bleeding round. There's people trying to sleep. Come on. You got any idea what the time is? Playing that bloody rubbish at all hours? Somebody had to go to work in the morning. My wife's got a headache, the baby's just wet itself, and I'm trying to watch the telly. You don't get the bleeding noise down, I'll come round here and I'll stick your ruddy cello where the sun don't shine.
Go ball your head, Grandad.
Why's that, mate?
Because my old grandmother?
Yeah.
She dropped dead.
I'm sorry about that, mate.
Yeah. It's all right, it's one of them things, isn't it?
When did it happen?
Well, it was on a Saturday afternoon, right, during the rugby.
She was playing rugby, was she?
No, I was watching rugby, right, when the phone call come.
Was it sudden?
Yeah. Just sort of rung and I picked it up.
Look, is there anything I can do?
Well, unless you'd like to do the cooking and cleaning for Grandpa. Next couple of years, because he might,
Will it be an internment?
Well, we thought we'd bury her, in fact. Or burn her, bury or burn her, one of them from one of them things.
I think burial's classier now.
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
do I.
So I think it's nicer.
It's a bit more tasteful, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a big thing, mate.
It is, yeah.
It's awesome, isn't it? Awesome.
Is, yeah.
How did the poet put it?
I don't know.
Oh, death, where is thy sting-a-ling-a-ling?
Yeah.
Oh, grave, thy mystery.
Oh, mystery, yeah.
The bells of hell go ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling for you and also for me.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
And who wrote that, then?
Chuck Berry. Well, comes to all of us, mate.
It does,
comes to
yeah.
all of us. The Grim Reaper.
Yeah. The Grim Reaper.
The Great Leveller.
The Great Leveller, yeah. The Big Dipper.
Hey?
Well, that's how she died. She was on the Big Dipper and she had a heart attack. Yeah. Still, it's just a big thing, isn't it? It's death. It's a game, isn't it? Because, I've got to do the old funeral now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it can be a bit pricey, can't it?
It's a very expensive thing, yeah.
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 I might be able to help you out there, actually.
Oh, right. How do you mean?
Well, because you know my mate Ron. You know Ron?
No.
Yes, you do, Ron.
Yeah.
Short bloke.
Oh, right, yeah.
Good at darts.
Yeah.
Flogs aquariums down the market.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He does funerals on the side, you know.
What? And he's reasonable, is he? Does a tasteful job.
Very tasteful, very reasonable indeed.
And what, will he throw the coffin in as well, then?
If you want a coffin, yeah. I mean, it's a bit unfashionable nowadays, really.
Is it?
Well, yes, it is really to have a coffin, and also, of course, he hasn't really got enough room for a coffin on his vehicle.
What, like it's a very small hearse, is it, then?
Well, it's not really a hearse.
What is it, then?
It's an ice cream van.
What, like an ice cream van painted black?
No. It's painted pink and white.
Yeah.
And there's a lovely little model of a gnome on the roof with a little pointed hat.
Yeah.
He's called Mr. Whopper.
Yeah.
It's very tasteful, and of course you've got a choice of music. You see, because you've got the tapes in the van.
Oh right, so when you're driving along,
Well, as you're driving along, you can have Green Sleeves.
Yeah.
The Death March of Saul.
Yeah.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Live in the caravan.
That's the one. Very popular at naval funerals.
Oh right.
She asked to be scattered in these grounds when she died.
She didn't want to be cremated first, then?
Good evening. Tonight, I'm joined in the studio by the Labour MP, Ron Davidson. and by the former Conservative Cabinet Minister, Sir Ian Gravesend.
Good evening.
Sir Ian, you recently crossed swords with Mrs Thatcher over government policy, which resulted in your much publicised demotion from the Cabinet.
Yes, indeed. I would just like to say that although I do disagree with many of Mrs Thatcher's policies, I am still very, very frightened of her indeed.
Yes, of course. What changes would you like to see in the way that she's running the country?
Well, I think I'd like to see less emphasis on the economy, privatisation, defence and education, and more time devoted to the weather. Yes. That is why we in the Conservative Party should be promising to make the weather better.
I don't believe it. The Tories are now promising to make the weather better. Everybody knows that the last good summer was in 1978 under a Labour government.
Your bank holidays were a disgrace.
13 years of Tory misrule between 1951 and 1964, and it pissed it down every day.
I'm sorry, Ron, that's absolute hogwash.
Well, let me tell you now that a Labour government would make as a priority to put money into the inner cities and make it very, very sunny there.
Could I just ask where this good weather's going to come from?
No, let me finish. Within 2 years of a Labour Party taking power, Liverpool, Manchester and Sheffield would have average year-round temperatures in the high 80s.
This is pure fantasy, surely.
And sandy beaches with palm trees and little
Why should unemployed people get sunny weather anyway? I mean, there's no incentive for them anymore.
Well, the unemployed are perfectly entitled to sunshine. The people I'd like to see getting the bad weather are the rich who can afford to pay for their own private weather.
Well, the weather in Russia is terrible. So much for socialism.
Well, let me tell you, it's been nice and sunny in Cuba since Castro got here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I have to interrupt you there. Sir Ian, Ron, I'm terribly sorry. I have to interrupt you there, as we are now going over live to Soweto to join our South African correspondent, Michael Fish.
Why won't we warn?
Come on, you son of a bitch. A little patience, Stan.
What is he playing at, eh? Just ease off, will you? This could take days. If you can't take the strain, there's a nice little desk job waiting for you back at C-section, isn't there?
I'm going in now.
I'm gonna go in! I'm gonna go in! You'll ruin anything! Pull yourself together!
Where's he going?
He's over. We've got 85 seconds. Let's go.
Good evening, winos. How are ya? You all right? I'm all right, I'm okay, I'm all right. You know, I'm not too bad, mate, I'm okay, you know. How you going? You worry about me, I'm all right. I'm all right, I'm okay, don't you? You worry about me, all right as rain. I'm not too bad. How are you? You all right? Sid.
I'm all right. Are you all right?
I'm all right.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right.
I already done that bit.
Have you done that bit?
Done that stuff.
All right. Well, today I'd like to show you how to make a wee sherry cocktail. First of all, you need a wee egg, and then you need a wee lemon, and then you need a wee bottle of sherry here. And then you need some castor sugar, like that. Now, and also, you need your bundle. Now, this is my bundle. I made this bundle. It's mine.
You all right, Sid?
I'm all right. Are you all right? Are you all right? I'm all right.
All right, Sid. Don't you worry about me.
I'm all right. Now, to make the sherry cocktail, first of all, you take the sherry, you see. sherry cocktail. Oh, bugger. I left out all the other stuff. Are you all right, Nobby?
I'm all right, sir. I'll tell you about me right now. Here are this week's best buys. Autumn Leaves Dry Cider, 88p. Hadcroft Paint Stripper, 84p. Now that is a white spirit, so you have to drink it with fish. Then, and after dinner, how about a wee drop of 3-star, eh? Just 42p a litre. All right, Inos. Now that is all for tonight, eh? So we'll see you again next week. Goodbye now. How are you? You all right? Come here. Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am. Could you stop that humming?
You want me to stop humming?
Yes, I do.
Excuse me, are you asking Mr. Silverstein to stop humming?
If this is Mr. Silverstein, I am. I find it most distracting.
Well, really, you might think of other people.
Me?
Yes, you. I'll have you know I've come here specifically to hear Mr. Silverstein hum.
But he's ruining the bar.
No. I'm afraid I must disagree with you there. I've always found Mr. Silverstein's humming adds to the quality of counterpoint and harmony, which greatly enhances the work.
I have to go further than that and say that the humming represents that profound spiritual quality to which Bach himself aspired all his life.
For goodness sake,
listen, buddy. All I know is I flew 3,000 miles to hear Silverstein hum, so just shut up.
Well, I'm very sorry.
So much.
It was an unfortunate interruption, Lady Margaret, but now it is the Rachmaninoff.
And in the Rachmaninoff, I will be joined by Miss Dangerfield.
Here we go. Get yourselves comfortable. Here we are. The barbecue.
That's not the way you spelled it.
No, well, I couldn't fit it on the card, could I?
Right.
Oh, look, there's Gran and Gran. Oh, look, and there it is.
She's lovely and big, little missus, and she lovely
I'm
and big.
not talking about that. I'm talking about the barbecue. Oh, that's the barbecue.
There's Peter the penguin.
The penguin, is he? He's been a robot, the porky.
Being blinking childish, I know that, mate.
Well, of course he's being childish.
Well,
he's a child. He's
you
entitled
set him a
to be
bad
childish.
example, that's why.
Well, no, I don't. What are you doing now? What is that? Disgusting. I'm never going to use that hose again, I can tell you. She didn't like that, did she? You didn't like it either, did you?
Right.
Look there, only lettuces. Look, they came up well, didn't they? I love it. I just love lettuce.
Dad! Where's the switch? Why don't you turn it on, love?
You don't do that, do you?
Yeah, where's the plug?
There ain't no look. Hold on, you think... She never did get the idea of that, did she?
I did it with a cold, but you think I did?
I think you ruined me.
Push me around. I warned you before. Yeah, I'm sorry about hitting like that, didn't I?
Well, I'm sorry you hit me like that as well. You ruined my day, that's all.
Oh.
Ruined it.
Well, never mind.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I was in a panic. Come near me, look at me.
My temper, dear,
Look at that eye. Look at that eye.
Well, I was in... Oh, here they are again. Of course, he's dead now, isn't he?
Mind you, I mean, it's not Peter's fault. I mean, it wasn't a catapult what killed him, is it?
No, of course not. It was TB what killed him.
TB, exactly.
Yeah.
Shit, you got new knickers on, look. You got new knickers on. You're putting on a better weight, aren't you, girl?
Lovely to see them there. There they are. Think of that, eh? No, well, they're only young ones, aren't they? But it's good to see the whole family together enjoying themselves, don't you think?
Yeah, I like that. Here we go, look. Nice little bit of lunch for you. Yeah, so I mean, they don't really need it at their age, do they? Food, you know.
No. Well, it was the excitement of it all, really. I think it was too much for them, wasn't it, really? Oi, Peter, where you going with that? Where you going with that pencil? Oi, put it down. Look, on the fire! He's putting the pencil on the fire! He's putting the pencil on the fire! What about the baby? The baby! Get the baby! What about Granddad? Get Granddad! Come on, Granddad! Quick thinking on your part, though. Quick thinking, I
Well,
think.
she'd have caught fire, wouldn't she? Would.
It went up, didn't it?
Well, you know, I had all my porn mags in here.
And it burned like that, didn't it?
Well, expensive ones, you know. 3 or 4 quid a copy, that sort of thing.
You know, make a mess of the garden while we're there.
They did make a right old mess.
It's supposed to be a public service.
Yeah, well, Shirley's a member of the public, I suppose.
Well, all I can say is the last time I invited a fire brigade round my house.
Yeah. Still, all in all, good day, wasn't it?
I was talking to a girl at a cinematographer's party. She said, "Aren't you the guy who sings like a castrati?" I said, "No, that wasn't me. That was Art Garfunkel." She said, "Well, if that was art, I know what I like." Took a taxi to my business manager's place, and he had a video deal for me and Chevy Chase planned. He played a South African tape as he loosened his waistband. I said, "Hey, what's the album called?" And he said, "Memphis."
Nice to be here in New York City. Staying at the Plaza Hotel. It must be costing him a fortune. Paul Simon. What a nice man. Shame about his lyrics.
It was on Broadway. There was a brown bag blowing by the Bible bashing buskers by the back of Bloomingdale's. There was a big bang. And the bellboy with a beer belly began babbling about the Baptist and the boy on a back baby with a baboon's bum.
This is a man who sings very quickly, very quickly indeed. Perhaps that's why the curly geezer left him.
With a loose amalgamation of shiatsuists and analysts, behavioral psychologists, aromatherapists and homeopaths, dermatologists and philatelists and Woody Allen. Baby, you can call me crazy, you can call me anything at all. Then I call my analyst, when I call my analyst, you call me Paul. A man walks down the street, or maybe it's 2 men. Maybe it's not a street at all. Maybe I should start this song again.
These words are hopeless, no rhyme or reason. I'd like a blaster, whatever he's on.
Litanies and epiphanies, equations and evasions. There's archangels and the architraves and a PhD in poetry and
hopeless. This man is hopeless. Is that curly geezer still around? Get him back here. Hopeless, hopeless. We prefer him doing homework now. Hopeless. This man is hopeless. Is that curly geezer still around?
It's time for something juicy, something sweet, something refreshing, something wet. Or why not something long and hot in a bowl? Or a tasty Big Jack. 100% pure ground beef in a generous sesame bun. Delicious. Plain or with relish. Available now in the foyer.
Frankie! Stuff to Frankie. What is with everything, like, with all the stuff, like, on a grapevine, like, what's that then?
What, you got it all wrong and everything and all that and everything like that, all that old tosh and everything like that goes with it and all that and everything.
Look, yeah, oh yeah, it's submitted up, Charlie. I mean, like with a bastard ton up front like that and everything else that goes with it, like, and all that stuff and that and all that and that and that and that.
It's just math, that's always just math and everything like that, and it like that and everything like that, which goes with it and everything like that and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but just math,
yeah, it's just mouth, just mouth, just mouth. Just mouth, like when like what all of everything, like what with all the stuff, and that's all with mouth, is that right?
Right!
Bollocks.
No, it's got, you know, it's like what you said, it's like, if sort of like, if we're like, Saturn sometimes, sort of thing. Yeah, right. I mean, listen to the boy. He's the boy. He's a lovely and all that and everything, right?
I love you, Herbert.
Yeah, nah.
I love this boy, Charlie.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a lovely boy and all that and everything. So what with a ton up front and everything like that, and so what, and, you know, everything hitherto unknown to man, eh?
You know, I mean, it's got a point. It's got a point. I think, oh, that's what's worth it. Because, like, I mean, sometimes... fish in the sea, sort of.
Right, fish, yeah.
Maybe I was wrong and all the stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, everything like all that.
Yeah.
What, you know,
So it's all right with the when and whatever and like...
Why not, or something else? Yeah. I've got to go and everything.
No, so soon and everything, right.
Yeah, see you on the ice, Frankie, everything sort of, and everything, all that sort of...
That was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought he was really going to do us then, actually.
Nah, talks out of his arse most of the time, that guy.
From the Music Center of Los Angeles County, welcome to the 59th Annual Academy Award.
And so, this award for the best actor tonight goes to, oh my God, I'm all fingers and thumbs here. goes to John Morley for his performance as A.B. Rudder in Conrad Turner's Fathers.
Wow, yeah. This is really me, John Morley. Yeah. God, you know, there's so many people I'd like to thank. You know, my family, my mom and dad. I mean, where do you start? My beautiful wife, Janine, who put up with me for 9 months while we were making this movie. My agent, Tab Grillerman, and Mike, of course, for giving me the goddamn thing. This is really... You know, I really don't deserve this, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when you look at the other nominees, I mean, you know, anybody else should have gotten this. I mean, Dustin Hoffman, Warren Beatty. Warren's been so much help to me over the past few years. And Bobby De Niro. You know, I'm actually standing here holding this Oscar, ladies and gentlemen, but it shouldn't be me up here. It should be Conrad.
Conrad Turner, the director of the movie. He should be up here collecting it. Stand up, Con. Stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, Conrad Turner. Conrad put his whole life into this picture, ladies and gentlemen. A life which we now know is to be tragically cut short by cancer. This is for you, Con. God bless you. Thank you all very much. I should warn you that anything you say may be taken down and used as evidence.
Anything?
Oh, yes.
Righto. No, not the face. Now that's hurting, not the groin. You've ruptured my spleen. The five of you are killing me. You're killing me. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I went down to Harley Street yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, down, where the clinics are, there.
Oh, yeah.
I go down there quite often, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, oh, yeah, to the, the artificial inseminatory. Sperm bank, Because they've got the biggest collection of sperms in the country down there.
You go down there and have a look at them, do you?
No. I go to stick some in.
Oh.
I'm a donator.
Oh. Well, how do you do that then? Yeah? Well, I mean, how come? No, I mean, how does it come about that you go down there then?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of women in the world. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And a lot of them for various reasons.
Yeah.
They can't get pregnant.
No.
See, because their husbands haven't got it in them. See.
What, not at all.
Well, not as much as I have.
No.
And obviously,
yeah,
they need a virile, manly sperm to be stuck in there and do the business like so.
Yeah. Well.
I'm not being too technical for you, am I?
No. How many of these women are there then?
Hundreds.
Well, you're more virile than I thought you was. When you go down there, right, to the sperm bank thing, do they give you a choice of woman then?
Oh no. I mean, I don't see the woman.
What? So it's like at home then?
Eh?
Where it's in the dark with the light out?
No. I mean, she's not actually there. Yeah.
Where is she?
Well, I don't know. Out shopping or something, I don't know. I mean, she's not actually expecting it there and then.
No. It's just like home, innit? Oh.
No, it's like a bank.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sperm bank.
Yeah.
See? Like, for example, I go down.
Yeah.
And I leave a little deposit.
Yeah.
And then she goes along later.
Yeah.
And she makes a withdrawal.
Ah.
You see? Just like a bank.
Yeah. Expect there's a bit of a queue there on Fridays, isn't there?
Undoubtedly.
Yeah. So when you go down there, right, down this sperm thing.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Well, I mean, there's no fuss about it, I mean, it's like donating blood.
Yeah.
I mean, one little prick and it's over. I mean, you really don't notice it at all.
No, well, you wouldn't, would you? No. What? So, did they give you a hand? What? Well, did they give you any help? When you go down there?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, a nurse does, yeah.
How does a nurse help you then?
Well, I mean, she gives you the bottle.
Oh, what, like a milk bottle?
Sort of, yeah.
That's nearly a pint.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not expected to fill it.
What, wait, just half full or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, you obviously, you work at your own pace, you know.
So what? This is like a business, isn't it? Like,
oh yeah, very much so, very much so.
So they give you a payment. They give you money.
Well, I mean, you do get paid, but obviously, I don't do it for the money.
No.
I mean, I get a lot of personal satisfaction. Yeah. You know, I mean, I feel as though I'm doing my bit. I'm sort of pulling my weight, as it were.
My mum sent me to a child psychiatrist. That didn't feel right. Talking about my sex life to a 5-year-old. Coffee?
Lovely.
How's the coffee?
Lovely. How's your diarrhea?
You know that new lavatory I had installed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've had to send it back.
Oh, what was that?
I had a chip in it.
Oh. You could have flushed that away, I'd have thought.